Greetings all, this is Hairy Nick. We're here! Wave 3 of X-Wing has launched. Clone Wars is officially in the game. Yes, I know Nick from 1.5 years ago who made that video who said it would never happen. Yes, we can all laugh at that guy now. But we have our cool Jedi Starfighters and Vulture Droids and Belbalubs and Sith Infiltrators. And I could not be happier. Now, in this video, we're going to go through the final spoilers of the Jedi Starfighter. But as a bit of a bonus, I'll actually unbox it in this video as well, because I may as well, because it released the day the article came out. That's never happened before in X-Wing. I hope FFG don't make a habit of that. It's nice to have at least a few days so we can get hyped about things and not have to sort of theorize on the spot. Also, yes, all of the points came out today. I will cover all of those in a separate video. Also got my hands on a couple of those squadron packs, so I'll be unboxing those. This is not come at a great time for me because I'm quite busy over the next few days, but I will do my best to get these videos out. In the meantime, let's crack this bad boy open and see what is inside. Alright, so here it is, and in modern FFG style, the plastic and the cardboard is all fused together, so there's no other way for it. Let's just tear this bad boy open. We're not here to make friends, we're here to play X-Wing. Okay, cool. So this is the paint scheme of Anakin's Jedi Starfighter. Quite gorgeous. Now, there is no detail on R2-D2 there, it's just a little silver ball thingamajig. But that is absolutely gorgeous. Actually, it's worth comparing this to the other one as well. I'll just get that out. Which is that guy there. That's the one you get in the Squadron pack, mimicking Obi-Wan's paint scheme. Again, doesn't really have a high detail version of the droid. It's just a little red ball, but that's okay. The detail on these, despite that fact, is quite excellent. The black wash they put over it to get all that panel lining is nice and consistent. Something I've noticed in their more recent releases. It used to be a lot sloppier. We're not here to talk about all that. We're here to talk about all these new reveals, because we have the rest of these pilot cards revealed. Actually, we had a couple more revealed today, which I was not expecting. I don't think we actually saw them on the original spread. Now, we're not going to talk about Anakin first. In fact, I'm going to put these in reverse order, because save the most hype for last, as always. Jedi Starfighter. Yes, we also have the points today. So this guy is 40 points, which is very, very competitive. We were sort of feeling the idea of being able to put these in a 4-of build, and that's very, very, very realistic now. Even with Force Powers and Astromechs and stuff. And if you put no upgrades on, you could have 5 of these, which is interesting. I mean, they're very sort of versatile. Remember, the key thing about these ships is they're very maneuverable, they're very action efficient, and when you sort of have low initiative guys, that doesn't really seem to have all that much value, but it is something worth thinking about. Really cool. Ahsoka Tano, we spoke about the other day, really cool. In fact, we'll talk more about Ahsoka as we get to the other pilots. Okay. Now, these two were revealed today, and I actually wasn't aware that we were getting these. I am not going to pronounce this correctly. We have Barriss Offee and Luminara Undulu. And this is similar to Sinker and Jag on the Arc 170, where we have an offensive and defensive ability, which helps out the ships around them. In Barriss, we have, while a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 performs an attack, if the defender is in its bullseye firing arc, you may spend 1 force to change 1 eyeball result to a hit result or 1 hit result to a crit result. So on Barriss alone, they're able to spend the force to basically get a marksmanship-like effect if you don't roll any focus, which is really, really awesome. And on Luminara, we have, while a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 defends, if it is not in the attacker's bullseye firing arc, you may spend 1 force. If you do, change 1 crit to a hit or 1 hit to a focus. So it's all about buffing or debuffing yours or your opponent's attacks respectively. And it actually seems really, really cool. I was speaking before about Sinker and Jag. You can actually get both of these pilots, Sinker and Jag, all in the list together quite comfortably, with enough room for things like targeting, synchronize, and all that kind of stuff. These guys seem really, really decent. I'm very curious to see whether we have sort of lists built around this. It is worth pointing out, yes, Initiative 4, Bullseye Firing Arc, these things are not so easy to abuse, but certainly not impossible. I do like the design of that, that's for sure. Okay, and this is the hype right here, Anakin Skywalker. We expected this to be hype, and this has not disappointed. Initiative 6, 3 force charges. After you fully execute a maneuver, if there is an enemy ship in your front arc at range 0 to 1, or in your bullseye firing arc, meaning that could be at range 2 or 3 as well, you may spend 1 force to remove 1 stress token. And that is really, really, really good. I don't think I really have to explain how awesome that is. What's particularly cool about this is its interaction with other cards. But just on the face of it, yes, he can do S loops and remove the stress, which isn't the easiest thing in the world to do, because you have to commit to the S loop. There's no guarantee that you'll have an opponent ship in your bullseye firing arc. Anakin actually has to fly last, so from that regard, having Initiative 6 is actually a worse thing. What's cool with this is how it interacts with the ability queue, with things like Ahsoka Tano, because Ahsoka Tano can grant Anakin an action even though he has done a red action, and because both of those things trigger at the same time after you execute a maneuver, it means that Anakin has the ability to do a boost or a barrel roll and then activate his ability and check for that, meaning you can line up the bullseye firing arc even though you've just done an S loop, which is really, really cool. Indeed, this works with anything else that says after you execute a maneuver. So we also had that droid that comes in the Arc 170. I can't remember what it's called right now. It'll be up here on the screen for you guys to see. I don't have to remember what that is right now. But it's really, really cool. Also, yes, Anakin works really well with Chancellor Palpatine, or should I say Darth Sidious, because Darth Sidious gives you an ability which can stress out Anakin for a lot of upside. Indeed, you can do that, then Anakin can strip his stress, and that's just really, really, really good. Now, it's just a shame that he can't take prime thrusters, so you can't use your fine-tuned controls and then use his ability. That would be kind of crazy, but I guess that's probably part of the design. Might be getting a little bit crazy at that stage, but yeah, look, Anakin looks really, really awesome. Only 60 points, but that's without any configurations, and I think configurations is something that he's going to need, but an awesome part nonetheless. I cannot wait to brew with him. Alright, let's just have a quick look at these upgrade cards. Actually, I haven't had a look at these myself. We have a copy of Battle Meditation, copy of Brilliant Evasion, a copy of Calibrated Laser Targeting, Delta 7B, R3 Astromech, and R4P Astromech, which I don't actually believe was revealed before, so we'll do that now. Before you execute a basic maneuver, you may spend a charge. If you do, while you execute maneuver, reduce its difficulty, which has no apparent combo with Anakin, but is still kind of decent. I don't know, I look at this card, I appreciate the fact that we already have things like R4 Astromech, which I just think is a better version of this ability, just reducing the difficulty of a whole bunch of maneuvers rather than just one-off ones. This does work on faster maneuvers, so I guess where that's relevant, on the arc you have your 3 hards and your 4 straights. You can make those whites, that seems alright. And yes, you can make white maneuvers blue. So there's definitely situationally more upside on this card than there is an R4 Astromech. I just think for the consistent option, we're mainly looking at R4 Astromech. In fact, we'll have a chat more about that when we get the points examined over the next couple of days on video, because I have a lot to talk about there. Also, yes, I got the Squadron pack for the Republic and the Separatists, so I'm also going to be unboxing those on the channel. Just got to make our way through all these videos and talk about all this awesome hype stuff. Really digging the look of all this Clone Wars stuff. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Reddit. Please consider supporting the Patreon. Thank you so much to all my existing patrons, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.